My name is Nick Brownell. I'm branch manager here for Total Mortgage in my hometown of Newport, Rhode Island. Actually, fifth generation on the island. Our family originated here in 1638, believe it or not. And currently I live here with my family, my son, who's 11 years old, who goes to local schools and is involved in a lot of local activities, a lot of baseball he plays, which I really like to get out in the community and coach his team for him. I've been lending mortgages for going on 6 years now, started in 2012. Truthfully, I didn't really know what it entailed when I started this business, but what makes me like the business and stay in the business is that I'm able to help people and really find a way for them if they're struggling or really need money to purchase a home to make that happen for them. You know, if one person needs a low down payment, then we find that option for them. If one person has a large down payment and wants to avoid mortgage insurance, then we'll find that program for them. It's really a matter of what the client needs that I provide. In Newport, you would imagine that a lot of the people here are very wealthy and purchasing million-dollar mansions, when in fact, there's a lot of small families who are just trying to make it, and they need that extra help to actually keep their families here, because without being able to purchase a home, they really get driven out by the rent. I first purchased my home in 2015, a little over a year ago, and being in the industry, just being on the opposite side of it, I got to see, where I can better my approach to my clients by making sure they're given the information they need. Because even though I was in the industry, being my money on the line at that time, it still was confusing. It still gave me questions to ask and make sure that my money was going where it needed to be. I know what it takes. I've been there. The experience to really lend extra guidance to people. Hey, make sure you're gonna need to mow the lawn. Make sure you save enough money for a lawnmower for that first week. The little things like that nobody thinks of when lending a mortgage really helps out owning your own home to be able to advise people the right way. My best experience with the customer was when I received a phone call from a gentleman who could barely speak English. Spanish was his first language, and you could tell he was extremely stressed out. You could tell banks were not giving him the time of day. Nobody really wanted to take on his project just because they couldn't understand what he was saying. He wasn't a citizen of the United States, so that right there puts up a little bit of a block in terms of which mortgage you can qualify for. And I could just tell him and his family really, really needed the help. So I went the extra mile. I made it happen for them. And they were living in a hotel for 2 weeks before we closed, but we were able to get them a home, and now they own a home, and it's the ultimate American dream. And that's my favorite story. I chose Total Mortgage as my home because the support system that they have here is incredible. If you have a question, it's answered immediately. If you have a problem, not only do they find a solution, but if there is no solution, they will make a position for someone to find that solution. And that's great because it really helps the overall process be streamlined for our clients, which is the ultimate goal.